What up, good people of YouTube and beyond? It's I, Hero King Larry. We're back once again with some more Final Fantasy 16. In the last part, we made it back to the hideaway. Joshua is still knocked out. Uh, everybody around the world is getting fucked up by like a whole bunch of monsters, and we just went to Martha's Rest to help her out. Now, then, in this part, we are going to help out everyone else in the area. But, before all that, how about you all like, comment, and subscribe? Have you all hit that bell for notifications? And we shall continue. Also, fun fact, depending on when this is getting uploaded, tomorrow or today, depending on when this is getting uploaded, when this video right now is getting uploaded, Sonic Frontiers: The Final Horizon will be out. So expect a video or videos of that adventure. But let us continue.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
As if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Alright. Down the rabbit hole.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Clearly. But yeah, no. Like, I am excited. Sonic Frontiers was something that I love doing on the channel. So, can't wait to continue on with that on. It's been a minute since I played. But...
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you, any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Alright. Why the fuck you staring at me?
What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos. And the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness, or an entire city for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problem.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Alright. Well, let's see what I can do then about this situation. I mean, so far I'm just running back and forth between you guys and just talking. Hey, I'm here to help, so tell me what I can do.
You see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly.
Yep.
What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredient. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own.
All right.
Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandit.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
All right. I guess we're just gonna play along then.
Picturing Conrad.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hope this quest is more than just talking.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself, Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings,
Hey, that's
the
Falcon
oldest
4
mercenary
reference.
guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no, that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded stripling? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Wow.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
All right. Is it because Sid can't lie to save? Fuck. Why did I call him Sid? Is it because Clive can't lie to save his fucking life?
If I had my
Probably.
pickaxe, I would...
Makes
I mean,
sense.
it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment, which means that now, more than ever, if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow,
Alright.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Oh.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly.
Bro, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that this man can't lie to save
Not
his damn.
convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Man, no bad men are gonna come here. I'll kill them all. Alright.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandit.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. The stakes, I concede, are high.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do this real quick. Not gonna lie, not feeling Bahamut. I don't know if that's just because I don't got any skills or nothing. I'm not feeling Bahamut right now. Maybe later. Maybe when I get more, I'll feel. Oh! Let's go!
Women folk have been
I'll take that one.
Oh man. Let's go! Thank you for dying.
They mean to overwhelm us. Get him! Over here!
Oh, you.
Get him!
Okay.
Get him!
Oh, shit. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Uh-oh. Get killed.
This one. Get him!
Kill you.
Get him!
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Man, I'm sure they're fine. I hope. Oh, hey, look at that. You guys did it.
Nat, you did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Nice. All well to end well.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Yeah.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Definitely is. Right. Definitely is.
And Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Made it to Northreach. Hell yeah. Ah.
I can't do it. I can't.
Oh, wait. No, wait, this isn't Jill's first time meeting her, is it?
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Why we fight? Why we fight?
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection, and protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people, your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk.
I'm listening.
I'll have
Man.
a word with him.
I'm here.
Clive, I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Alrighty.
Don't leave me, Pa.
Yo, tell me how you survived, bro.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right, and a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
Man, your family probably dead in the capital, bro.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere.
They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Let's go. Let's fuck them up.
I assume you have a...
Clive,
Where are they?
look.
Oh.
I see them. With me.
Where are the others?
Should I prime?
Fine.
Save your strength.
Oh, wow.
Over here.
Get him.
All yours, Torgal.
Mine. Oh, shit. Stop it. Oh, that's not good.
Too slow. Get him.
Oh. Oh. This is it. Two easy piece of cake.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Oh, Isabel! We killed them! Well, yeah. I'm gonna make a joke and say I did, but I ain't built like Clive.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love,
include the one standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Bro, he's trying to get in your
Lest you
DM.
wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problem, but it has solved one.
Alright. Okay. Well, those quests were quick.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
So, let's get back to the hideaway and then let's talk to,
Let's go and put Otto.
Otto. Yeah. Let's talk to Otto. Otto.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose.
Built like that.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part. But you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Joshua's up. Oh, Josh? Hey, little bro.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
What?
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Let's go. And why is there sweat? Ah! Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Oh well, isn't that just fucking swell? Alright, you know what? Before we end off this part, let's pick up these side quests and then we'll end it. Where are they?
Come in, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales. The ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared, which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
On balance! Then let's pick up this one.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your soul. You remember Ivan's stew? right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd...
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest...
Whatever.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm.
Skyworm?
It's one heck of a recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I...
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. And if he does, I'll...
You do that.
Yeah, shut up. You're wasting my time with this. I was getting ready to end off the part, but I don't want to leave these side quests here and then do them in the next part. And there's another one. Let's talk to you.
What am I gonna do?
Okay.
Is everything all right, Goose? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Please do.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hating people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Pretty sure.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she said.
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Okay. And that's another quest we took. Alright. Let's do this.
Lady Karen.
Not nearly as...
You're doing good
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. What?
Just... all right.
Oh. Are you?
All I know is that someone in Dalimil...
And what? You believe it? Look. I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No. I reckon you've got better things to do than...
Of course.
And,
Clive. If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
Well, you know, need this shit, thank you. Wait! Where are the potions? Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, hold on. That was me selling my stuff. I was trying to figure that out.
It'd better all be here. It's rubbing me blind, you know. Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Thought you knew better. Go on, then.
Yeah, sorry, whatever.
Do us proud.
Alright. You're the closest, so we'll talk to you.
I spoke with Lady...
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded. And that I was a fool, along with some other things. And while it sounds like she may have done...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't... But why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find that trader. He said they were all talking about her in Dalimil, so that's where I'm going.
Dalimil.
I'll
Okay.
find someone.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. Well, that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
Okay. I'm here for knowledge, old man.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
Valicia, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and...
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it...
So we know where to look for our liver.
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows on... I gather
Northreach,
that one
thank
can
you.
locate the cheerful yellow flower. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive, and do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Uh-huh.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be in Martha's Rest?
So many side quests. I'm only doing this for the channel. If I was less than a man, I would have just skipped all these. Okay.
Did you see the...
What do you reckon we should do?
That's right. Pop up, little niggas.
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
I guess I'm doing this.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. You already know one of the pieces. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is?
You're right. It looks more like a wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it.
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm...
Good thinking.
The pan.
These round parts are called the pan.
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. But what if I wanted to weigh goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear.
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move? So, let's put the pieces together first.
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've taken stock...
I think we've got...
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There.
Hey, we did it.
Yes, we did it.
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's heirs.
Her heirs?
Yeah, heirs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley.
Oh, heirs.
I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Please don't.
Well, did you...
It was as you thought. The children had the scales. They dismantled them to see...
Oh, no, Mid will...
Thankfully she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching...
I'm so sorry. I shall see that the children are...
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heir. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in camp.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. To anyone else it would be an opportunity. But to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to... But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I.
Oh, you've given them far more than that.
Yeah! Alright. Alright then, guys. And with that, this is a good part to leave off. In the next part of Let's Play Final Fantasy 16, we will be going with Joshua to the Echoes. But yeah, before all that, how about y'all like, comment, subscribe? How y'all hit that bell for notifications? I'll see you on the next part. Stay safe and stay blessed. Peace.